The Building 71 incident.
They are all of them asking the self-same thing. What's the matter with the moon tonight?
Between 1997 and 1998, Building 71 at a university in the south of Brazil was closed after allegations of a gas leak. However, during this period, on several occasions, suspicious activities were detected from within the building. An employee whose identity was not disclosed decided to investigate and record the origins of such activities. The man ended up being considered missing by the police, but portions of the recording are now being released to the public. Press E or enter. Okay, well, hello and welcome again to another gameplay and review video, another game on itch.io. This is the debut game of Scary Cube called The Building 71 Incident. It was released on September 14th, 2021, and this is a VHS type game, a VHS horror game. I've reviewed some of the others. I'll use right mouse button to camera zoom. Interact with objects, left mouse button, open glove box. And here's a flashlight. The handy dandy flashlight. And press F to turn on. You can see a really good VHS aesthetic and view. And press E to exit the vehicle. And climbing through the window. Now, this game was not created in the United States. I think the developer, Scary Cube, is Portuguese. This is another game developer on itch.io. It's locked. You're investigating Building 71. It looks like a pretty neat game from this point of view. Interactable lockers. You can interact. Weedos 97 Megaware. It's really neat. This is like a VHS type game. One of those VHS horror games. Really neat. Check everywhere for clues. This is Scary Cube's first game, at least on itch.io. I don't know if they have a Steam account or anything. I didn't do much research beforehand, but this is the first game in the on the game page. I think it's from release date. So this might be their first game. They have at least one other game which I'm going to review. Beds. Just like a school. Remember why you're here. December 17th, 1997. Marcelo. Unsurprisingly, Daniel irritates us a bit. He understands well his privileges of being related to Claudia and takes advantage of them to pursue the ascension. But I ask you're the simple fact that he is not a chosen one, and this is a fact, is not enough to remove him from the group. We were never on the same page in regards to letting the ordinary people join us, and you know I'm against it. I know Claudia would agree with me, at least on this matter, if she were still around. To make matters worse, Daniel seems to be talking to outsiders about our plans, and before you ask me, don't know what that says. Oh, no, he is not willing to participate in the initiation. Weak as he is, it was to be expected. Sincerely, I can't read that. But anyway, some sort of cult or something, initiation, ritual going on, some cult or initiation. So that's fun. Nothing interactive over here. Ah, here it is. Building 71 closes, gas leak alleged. Oh. Huh? Oh, I can run. Can't read that. I'll turn my flashlight on. That's better. Have you seen the moon? Can't read the rest of that. Four people went missing. 4 people went missing. That's great. I laughed when I heard what they said, but when I first saw it with my own eyes, I really felt my eyes attached to it. Huh. Okay, now we're getting to the creepy part. Okay, back out slowly. Back out slowly. July 25th, 1998. Lewis asked me if to send you a letter as you won't be back for a few more weeks. It's getting difficult to keep an eye on the offered ones. One of them came close to escaping last night when the stairs weren't being watched, and that got me thinking. This week we'll be piling up some of the classroom tables on the stairs, ensuring that the only viable way to get around is by using the elevator. I think that way we can assure that no one runs away. I would like to know your opinion. Sincerely, Petra. Okay. Well, this is a pretty neat little game. Wow, eclipse. Can't move. Cannot move. August 8th, 1998. 8/8/1998. Yeah, I can't move. Can't do anything. Now I can. Okay. Stairs are blocked off, can't go there. Can't go there, I'm stuck. I can go here though. September 2nd, 1967. I wish the things I heard were a lie, but it seems they are not. I'm too old to put up with things like this, Roberto. I didn't leave you in charge of the congregation for you to take absurd actions. Initiation ritual? It seems like you're turning this into a business to take people's money, and worse yet, use a situation to feed the cravings of your sick mind. Please remember the beauty behind the ascension and why we started the congregation. Sacrifices were never a part of it. Claudia. Okay, so it is a cult they're running here. Yeah, it looks like some kind of Heaven's Gate type stuff going on here. $8.24. Yeah, it looks like some kind of Heaven's Gate type cult suicide stuff. Okay, oh, great. I can't go anywhere. Okay, turn that off. Yeah. Huh? That's new. How did that get there? Huh? 8:27 p.m. That's the same one, I think. The eclipse is still going on. Huh? Who's knocking? Building 71 Incident by Scary Cube. New tape. Okay, here we are back on the main page. There's not much of a menu. It's just kind of one of those games where you start, I like press English and then it just starts the game. So hope you've enjoyed this gameplay and review video. I know I did. I think Scary Cube did a good job for the debut game, and I'm going to review their other game or games. I've got a couple of them on my itch.io account, and that was a pretty good one. A good story and everything, and with the VHS effects, and sort of like an urban exploration, or like a walking simulator, or like a found footage type thing. I think found footage is the word I'm looking for. I got a whole bunch of games I want to do reviews on with like found footage, so stay tuned for that. And I'm just doing a whole bunch of games on itch.io and doing a whole bunch of reviews. Most of these games take less than a half an hour to play, so I've been able to do a whole bunch of them, and I'm going to be uploading them right one after the other. And so thank you for watching this one, and there'll be more to come, and I'll see you in the next one.